What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and I am finally back from vacation. I've been back from vacation a few days, but working on some videos for you guys in regards to my thoughts about Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation after the Summer Games Fest stuff and Nintendo's Direct. So I'm still working on that. I'll get that out pretty soon, but I wanted to talk about the Dr. Disrespect stuff. I don't normally delve into YouTube and streamer drama because that's not for me. I don't really care about any of that stuff. I just prefer just to talk about video games and the news and stuff like that when it comes up. But this stuff, I feel like I want to give my 2 cents about. Obviously, yesterday we got the big news from Dr. Disrespect, and I'll talk about it here in a second. But before that, the accusations came out from the various. I think there was a couple of ex Twitch employees that said that he was messaging a minor on Twitch. I believe it's called Whispers on Twitch, so which is like their DMs. So he was messaging a minor, and then his video game company parted ways with him. I think he lost his Turtle Beach sponsorship. This may be after he came out and said that he did in fact do those things. So once companies start leaving and it starts to get a little bit more suspicious, right? And I'm always going to be on the side of let's see the evidence first before we just flat out confirm, that someone did something. Because calling someone a predator on the internet, it's a very serious accusation, and can get you in a lot of trouble with all your sponsorships and stuff like that. If you're a streamer or a YouTuber, so very serious stuff. So I'm always going to be on the side of let's see evidence first. And there was a lot of people defending him, like, oh, there's no way he would do it. Tim the Tap Man, Nick Merckx or whatever. They were all talking about because they're friends with him. They all said let's see the evidence before we just flat out blame somebody. But he came out and confirmed that he did indeed message a minor on Twitch, and the same. I mean, you go watch every episode of How to Catch a Predator, right? He gave the same exact response, like, "Oh, I didn't know, we didn't, I didn't know the age." Well, actually, he didn't say he didn't know the age, but he said that they were just talking and things happened to get inappropriate. Like that doesn't happen to normal people. Like as soon as if something got weird on like the other person's end, you're like, okay, conversation over, right? But yeah, it doesn't look good. Even if nothing actually physically happened, right? He said no pictures were shared, all that stuff. You're still messaging someone. You probably planned on meeting up at some point, and maybe Twitch came in and saw that, and is why part of the reason why you got banned back in 2020 or whatever the case is. We don't know all the facts. I would be curious to see these. I think a lot of people want to see these messages back and forth. Obviously, either way, super creepy. And I kind of hope what he gets. Hope what's coming to him is. It sounds like it's deserved, right? We caught one in the wild, and it just happened to be a pretty major streamer. So. And the crazy thing is, it's almost more scary than Dr. Disrespect himself is the fact that people are still defending him. Still defending, oh, well, he didn't do anything illegal. Yeah, but intentions were there. Whether or not Dr. Disrespect in his tweet said that there was no intentions were there, right? It would have been one thing if he was messaging. I mean, he's got a wife and a kid, so that aside, whatever. If he was messaging somebody with the intent of, doing other things, the second he found out that it was a minor, should have cut ties. But obviously he didn't. So yeah, just a very, very creepy situation. Very creepy about all the people that are still defending him. And what sucks is he's gonna do his little vacation and come back and probably have a huge stream. He's gonna have all of his loyal followers come back and nothing is going to. I mean, people are going to look at him a different way now, of course, and no company is going to want to be affiliated with him, as they shouldn't be. We don't need to be affiliated with a predator or someone who is walking the tightrope, the tightrope of being a predator. We'll just call him a predator. I mean, it's creepy. But yeah, he'll come back, as if nothing's changed. Obviously his tweet was very aggressive, saying that he's not a predator and stuff like that. So I don't know. The situation is crazy, but and I will say, I did see a lot of comments where people were like, "Oh, well, a 40-plus-year-old man wearing a wig and sunglasses, cosplaying, blah blah blah." No wonder. It's like people, just because you're a cosplayer doesn't mean you're creepy or a predator or anything like that. So I don't like that opinion going around, because people like to cosplay, right? People like to have fun and dress up. I don't think it's necessarily weird. I mean, there's probably some scenarios that are a little weird. And anyways, I digress, but I don't necessarily like that. I think it's that stuff can be fun, and having this persona online. And I think that's just what, at the end of the day, I think that's what most people need to do, is these internet people, these YouTubers, these streamers, like, you don't know who they are. You don't know me personally. We don't know who these people are. So to have this like sense of like idolization where you're kind of putting them up on this pedestal, everyone's human at the end of the day. Everyone makes mistakes, obviously. But this isn't your typical mistake. This isn't, you doing something you shouldn't do. I mean, the guy, streamed in, a Twitch public bathroom. I just think we shouldn't idolize these people, and we should put them on the same playing field as everybody else, right? If you're if you've got a friend that's like, in his 30s and is messaging someone in their teens, I don't know if I would want to be friends with that person anymore. That's very weird. It's super creepy. Even if something isn't being necessarily done or they haven't met up, it's still very weird. If you were a father or a mother, you wouldn't want a 35-year-old in your daughters or sons, whatever, messages at all. Text message, DMs, whatever you want to call it. Because that's super creepy. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I'll have some other videos uploaded here very soon for you guys. Just want to talk about this briefly. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts, or don't even let me know your thoughts. It's creepy. That should be the only thought. It's just a very creepy situation. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and always remember, you can play Elden Ring however you want. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.